9 3-year-old fillies lining up for the start. Here they come. Recall. We've got a recall. Mutual windows do remain open for tonight's opener. Recall. Here they come. They're off and trotting, and it's a good start. 6 horses battling away for the lead on the far outside. Here comes Savannah Lee up to challenge Jade. Those two break away from the pack. Jade on the inside of Savannah Lee. Then it's Can Holly along the pylons racing third. A length and a quarter back to Fox Valley Heroine. A length behind her is entry mate Fox Valley Maiden. Then it's Lonely No More just ahead of Cardinal Lexi as they pass by the quarter-mile mark. Then it's Swiss Silk trailing My Happy Dream 28-2. Quick pace in this 1 mile trot as they pass by the 3/8. Jade in command by 2. Can Holly racing second a length back to Savannah Lee. There goes Fox Valley Heroine. Length and a half back to Fox Valley Maiden. Then it's Cardinal Lexi on the move. Just ahead of Lonely No More racing along the rail. My Happy Dream and Swiss Silk half-timed in 58-3. Fox Valley Heroine up to challenge the pace setting. Jade on the inside. Can Holly, good trip for her. Now, moving up on the outside is Fox Valley Maiden. Savannah Lee hemmed in by Cardinal Lexi. Cardinal Lexi now 4.5 off the lead with a little more than a quarter of a mile to go. They're in the home stretch. They're fanning out. They're closing in on Jade. Cardinal Lexi on the extreme outside, trotting quickly alongside Fox Valley Maiden. And now coming through on the rail, Can Holly, 3/4, 1:30-1. They've got an eighth of a mile to trot. Cardinal Lexi being pushed to the test. Can Holly trotting strongly. It's Cardinal Lexi. Can Holly poised for an upset in deep stretch. Can Holly is clear to win the Worthy Sally. Second best, Cardinal Lexi. And then it's Fox Valley Maiden third in 1:59 flat. Field of 8 Illinois bred 2-year-olds all set to go. Here they come. They're often pacing Fancy Creek Clown to get the first call off stride. First time starter, our Happy Man. Fancy Creek Clown, and now up on the outside, Master Jake. Up to challenge him, a length back to No Sensation. Another length back, the filly, Don't Bring Me Down. She's settling in fourth, midway around the turn, 2 in front of Studio Musician, who has a length and a half on Broadway's Cross. Then it's another length and a half to Unlucky at Love, far back after the Miss QR Happy Man, 28-4. The opening quarter, they race up the backstretch. Fancy Creek Clown sets the tone, leads at a length and a quarter to Master Jake. Length and a half, No Sensation pacing third. 2.5 back to Don't Bring Me Down. Then it's Studio Musician, followed by Unlucky at Love on the inside. Broadway's Cross, still no change. Fancy Creek Clown cutting it out. Has a 2-length lead on Master Jake, half in 58-4. Fancy Creek Clown leads it onto the far turn by 2.5. Good trip for the long shot, Master Jake. There goes No Sensation. He's on the move. Studio Musician picks up live cover. The filly, Don't Bring Me Down, needs racing room. On the outside, Unlucky in Love starts to get into it. Broadway's Cross, about 7 off the lead, but trails. Quarter of a mile apace. 3 quarters, 129 and 2. Fancy Creek Clown trying to go all the way. No Sensation is bearing down. Now Studio Musician racing in third. Here comes Unlucky at Love. He's lining him up down the stretch. Fancy Creek Clown under pressure. No Sensation relentless. Fancy Creek Clown still there. No Sensation. Broadway's Cross is flying. Here's Broadway's Cross nailing it at the line. Fancy Creek Clown second best. Unlucky at Love third at 150. Field of 9 picking up speed. Here they come. And they're off. Going on a break momentarily was Mighty Oak Caleb, and from the outside, here comes Newt. Joined by 5th Anniversary. These two locking up into the first turn. 5th Anniversary holds the rail. Now here comes Newt. Will back off and take a back seat for now. Length and a half back to Bestest Behavior, securing early position. 2 in front of Finale's Flight. Length and a half back to the 2-year-old Big Yellow Taxi. Gap of 3, Kiss It Aloha. Followed 4 lengths back by Anxious Isle. And then it's a gap of 3.5 to Be a Major Upset. And trailing after the early miscue, Mighty Oak Caleb, 28 and 2, the opening quarter. Past the 3/8, here comes Newt. Takes command of the race. Leads it by 2 from 5th Anniversary. Length and a half, Bestest Behavior, racing third. Then it's Finale's Flight in fourth. Big Yellow Taxi, racing in fifth. Kiss It Aloha swings to the outside. Anxious Isle, also on the move. Then it's Be a Major Upset and Mighty Oak Caleb, the half in 58 straight. On to the far turn. Here comes Newt. Leads it a length and a half. 5th Anniversary, right there in the pocket, and now pulls from the pocket and up to take on. Here comes Newt for the final quarter mile. Bestest Behavior racing in third, and now starting to rally from fourth. Finale's Flight, 3 quarters, 128 straight. Down the stretch, 5th Anniversary puts ahead in front of. Here comes Newt. Here comes Newt. Now battling back. Morgan starting to urge him on. Here comes Newt on a short lead. 5th Anniversary is relentless on the outside. Bestest Behavior. Here comes Be a Major Upset. Be a Major Upset coming on to pull off the upset. Be a Major Upset at 25 to 1 odds. Close for second and third between Bestest Behavior and 5th Anniversary. Field of 9, fillies and mares lining up in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're often pacing. Mixed Emotion in the middle, Exciting View, and on the far outside, here comes Wheezy Wig. Mixed Emotion going right to the top and quickly opening up on the field by 4.5. Exciting View racing second. Length back to Wheezy Wig third. Perry Puff Carla parked down the outside fourth from Fantasy Hill fifth. On the inside, racing in 6, Yankee Threshold. Length and a half finds Sweet Beauty and Neil Coleman. Another length back to Topville April. You're in the News trails off the quarter, 29 and 3. Race up the backstretch. Mixed Emotion cutting it out. Leads a length and a quarter. Exciting View racing in the pocket for next. A length back to Wheezy Wig. Length and a half back to Tony Morgan and Fantasy Hill. There goes Dale Heitman and Yankee Threshold. They're on the attack. Half length Perry Puff Carla saves ground. Then it's Topville April Sweet Beauty. And you're in the news. It's still Mixed Emotion. Half in 58 and 4, 29 and 1 second quarter. They've got a little more than 3/8 to go. They have to catch Mixed Emotion. She's pacing comfortably by 2.5. Long shot, exciting view getting the trip. Here comes Fantasy Hill. On the inside, it's Wheezy Wig. Also on the move, Yankee Threshold. Now a quarter of a mile apace. They're in the home stretch. Mixed Emotion still leads by 2.5, 3/4, 128 and 2. They move into the final 3/16. Mixed Emotion leads it by 4. Fantasy Hill picks up the chase with Yankee Threshold. Wheezy Wig racing in 4th. They've got a 16th to come, and it's all Mixed Emotion. She's cruising down to the line in deep stretch. Mixed Emotion wins it comfortably in 156 and 3. Yankee Threshold. Close photo for third between Wheezy Wig and here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Four-way battle from the get-go. DL Heidi, Molly Durelda J, and She Can Hit. DL Heidi now on a short lead, flanked by She Can Hit. Molly Dew settling in now second. She Can Hit will back off and drop in third, just ahead of Relda J. A length back to Grandpa's Tabitha. A length back to the favorite Harmony Oaks Luann. Followed by Mad Society. Then it's Holly's Truthful and Liberate Trails. 28 seconds the opening quarter. Race up the backstretch. DL Heidi in command of the fractions, a length and a half from Molly Dew. There goes the long shot. Relda J moving swiftly and now takes command as they pass the 3/8. DL Heidi racing in second. She Can Hit is on the move. Molly Dew racing fourth. And fifth on the outside, Harmony Oaks Luann. A length to Grandpa's Tabitha, then Mad Society. Holly's Truthful and Liberate. Half in 57 and 2. 29 and 2 second quarter. She Can Hit up to take on Relda J. Relda J keeps the lead a half length from She Can Hit. DL Heidi racing third. Harmony Oaks Luann poised and ready to strike for Morgan. They come off the corner, approaching the final quarter mile. And your leader is the long shot, Relda J. She'll try to leg out another quarter mile, 3/4, 126 and 2. Here's Harmony Oaks Luann. Harmony Oaks Luann burst onto the scene and now takes command with an eighth of a mile apace. Harmony Oaks Luann, Grandpa's Tabitha is closing in. Harmony Oaks Luann in the final 16th leads it. Grandpa's Tabitha, one last desperate surge. Harmony Oaks Luann wins it by 2 in 155 and 3. Grandpa's Tabitha, She Can Hit third. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Miss Chi-Town will get the first call. Ruth Treasure flanking her in between horses. Marengo Weave coming through. Miss Chi-Town at 30 to 1 takes command. Into the first turn, Ruth Treasure pressuring in second. Marengo Weave is right there in third. A length back to Castanase racing fourth. Length and a quarter back to Rosedale Dynasty. Length and a half to Comin' At Ya. Followed by Harmony Oaks Will. Then it's Quaker Shaker Revere's on a break. Bye-bye New quarter. 28-4 up the backstretch. Ruth's Treasure now takes command, leads at a length from Miss Chi-Town. Length and a half back to Marengo Eve, racing third. A length to Castanation fourth. In fifth on the backside is Rosedale Dynasty. There goes Coming At Ya as they approach the half. Length and a half back to Harmony Oaks Will. Quaker Shaker starting to get into it. And Bye Bye Nuke, half in 58 seconds. Ruth's Treasure leads on to the far turn. Perfect trip for the long shot, Miss Chi-Town. She's right there, Coming At Ya, grinding it out first over. Marengo Eve a half length to the inside. On the outside, moving up, here comes Quaker Shaker. Bye Bye Nuke, right on her heels. They're in the home stretch. Quarter of a mile apace. 3/4, 128-2. Ruth Treasure leads at a length, Coming At Ya, trying to gun her down. Miss Chi-Town looks for racing room. Both Quaker Shaker and Bye Bye Nuke. Now Harmony Oaks Will launching a rally. Ruth Treasure, Morgan trying to keep her together. Quaker Shaker, Bye Bye Nuke, Bye Bye Nuke. Harmony Oaks Will is coming in. Bye Bye Nuke maybe in the final yards getting up. Harmony Oaks Will was there along with Marengo Eve and Quaker Shaker. Here they come. They're often pacing. Fox Valley, Jordan, and Pink Floyd come out together. There goes Handsome John Tyga. Looking for early position, Da Bear. Away along the rail. Pink Floyd takes command into the first turn. Length and a half. Handsome John second. Fox Valley, Jordan racing in third. Just a length from Da Bear. On the outside, still looking for a spot, Tyga. Half length, Happy Satanic. Length and a quarter back to Gomerwood. 2.5 to Brooklet's Ice, second to last. As they pass by the quarter, Magicam. And at the end, Satellite Fling. 28-2, the opening quarter. Pink Floyd takes them up the backstretch, a tight length. Handsome John right there in the pocket. Fox Valley, Jordan, 3 off the lead in third. There goes Da Bear, first over. Happy Satanic will pick up that cover. Half length on the inside to Tyga. Gomerwood jumps into the action for Pinsky. Then it's Magicam, Brooklet's Ice, and Satellite Fling. Half in 58 seconds. Move around the far turn. It's still Pink Floyd showing the way. Da Bear draws closer. Perfect trip for Handsome John. Happy Satanic poised on the outside fourth. Fox Valley, Jordan to the inside of him. Then it's Gomerwood and Magicam. Tyga's hemmed in. They turn for home now at quarter of a mile the pace. Da Bear on the outside now. Confusion. Da Bear off stride. 3/4, 128 even. Handsome John came away unscathed with Happy Satanic. Those two stride for stride. Fox Valley, Jordan right in behind. Gomerwood racing in fourth. Happy Satanic and Handsome John. It's Happy Satanic now drawing clear. Happy Satanic at 22-1 will get the victory a length. Handsome John, Fox Valley, Jordan. Here they come. And they're off. Tanya Stefania is off stride. Nicole Summer and Velocity Girl come out together. Nicole Summer takes a short lead from Velocity Girl. Length and a half back to DeLira racing in third. Length and a half going Sportin'. Following in fourth is Mudge's Molly, about 4.5 behind. Going Sportin'. Length and a half back to Finale's Philly. Then it's SS Eleanor, Fox Valley Jessica. Back on course, Tanya Stefania. Off the turn, they race up the backstretch. It's Nicole Summer out in front. The opening quarter, 28-2. Nicole Summer leads at a length on the outside. There goes DeLira. DeLira on the attack. Velocity Girl tucked away in third. Length and a half going Sportin'. To the outside, Mudge's Molly and Tony Morgan. 3.5 behind her, Finale's Philly. Then it's SS Eleanor. She begins to make her move. Fox Valley Jessica and Tanya Stefania. Half in 58 seconds. DeLira leads it onto the far turn. Pressure from Mudge's Molly. Now Mudge's Molly forging her way past the leader off stride. DeLira. Finale's Philly takes over second. SS Eleanor moves into striking position third. Nicole Summer racing in fourth. They're in the home stretch. Now a quarter of a mile apace. Mudge's Molly leads it by 2.5. 3/4, 1:27-2. Final 3/16. Mudge's Molly on the inside. Finale's Philly, SS Eleanor on cork in a rally. It's Mudge's Molly inside the eighth pole. Mudge's Molly, SS Eleanor trying to chase her down in deep stretch. Mudge's Molly, she's clear to win it. SS Eleanor second, Finale's Philly third in 1:55 flat. Here they come. They're often pacing. Fax Dash is away quickly from the inside. What's for Dessert also came out aggressively. Fax Dash and What's for Dessert. Tucson Chief, a length and a half behind those two. From the outside, Buddy Walton now securing early position just ahead of Shea Hanover. Length and a half back to Sir Rossi. Followed by Cam Scott, a length to 04. Your two trailers, McDuke Hanover and Welcome Bee. The quarter was timed in 28-3. Race up the backstretch. Fax Dash in command of the fractions. Leads it by 2 on What's for Dessert. Tucson Chief is 4.5. Following behind in third. A length and a half to Buddy Walton. Length and a quarter, Shea Hanover. Length and a half on the inside, Sir Rossi. Cam Scott swings to the outside, followed by 04. McDuke Hanover not traveling very well. Welcome Bee. Fax Dash gets him down to the half in 57-3. Good trip for What's for Dessert. Tucson Chief saves ground. Buddy Walton on the move without cover. Shea Hanover rallies into striking position fourth. 3.5 off the lead. Then it's Cam Scott on the outside. Sir Rossi, 04. McDuke Hanover and Welcome Bee. They're closing in on the leader. Fax Dash. Buddy Walton on the outside takes command. 3/4, 1:27-4. Final 3/16. Buddy Walton leads it. Here comes Shea Hanover on the inside. Tucson Chief finds a lane. Tucson Chief is closing in. Shea Hanover on the outside. Tucson Chief now. Tucson Chief takes command. Then it's Shea Hanover. Tucson Chief takes in a half length. Shea Hanover, McDuke Hanover. What's for Dessert completes the superfecta 156-1.